I think we're at a point where telling the truth in Canada is genuinely illegal. Any aspirations of excellence, to improve, to do better, is frowned upon. It's not allowed here. For example, I played 4 years of professional hockey, and despite the change up to go and talk about politics, the way the world is, not the way that it should be, and what is currently happening to the country that I love, I posted the other day a photo of Maxime Bernier and I. So if you had a chance to watch the interview I did with him, I thought it was a great interview. We talked about a lot of good stuff. But so I posted a photo with him and I because I believe he is the only person in Canada that is actually talking about the real issues and the real solutions. And he's the closest to what I would say will fix most of them. There's a few things that maybe I don't agree with him on, but I think he hits the nail on the head for the most part. And the amount of idiots and peons in the comment section. I miss when you used to post about hockey. Can you go back to posting about hockey? Dog, the country is literally crumbling. The country is collapsing. And you care more about sports ball? Post about hockey. I want to be entertained. You know what they did in Rome? When Rome was collapsing? Bread and circus. Entertain me. Give me something to eat. Put the sports down. Put the weed down. Put all the distractions down and take a raw, sober look at the way things are going in this country. Think about this for a second. The country is imploding. They spent billions of dollars on what I can only describe as alphabet soup inclusivity programs to try to attempt to turn your son trans. And remember, it was spending money on this in this country or giving you at least subpar health care. The healthcare system is broken. They could have also, helped people not become homeless by giving money to the food bank. If you took all the money they gave for foreign aid last year and you divided it up evenly, get this, we got 5,000 food banks in Canada. You can give every single food bank over $2 million. Every food bank. Think of what that would actually do for a lot of people struggling. They'll just give you a rebate check. Right before the election and try to win you over. So, telling the truth in Canada is frowned upon. I've talked about it before. I do not drink any alcohol. I have not consumed a drop in over 8 years. That upsets people. I don't smoke any weed. It's a distraction. People don't like that. Oh, I need the weed, man. Whatever. I don't play video games. It's a distraction. Don't you like to have fun? No. I'd rather go to the gym. I'd rather go to my Muay Thai studio and go actual fight. Level up my actual video game character as opposed to playing Grand Theft Auto, being like you, being fat with your beer gut hanging out over the keyboard. No, thank you, sir. I watch the news and sports. Distractions. What can you do to help your situation? Forget about watching sports and the modern day gladiators. They are the closest thing to modern day gladiators. Do something to help your situation, your family, your bloodline, your kids, your people, the people that matter to you. That's what I'm doing, and that's what you should be doing as well. So, for example, there are so many lies in Canada that are all perpetuated to try to make you a consumer and to put you immersed more into the system. For example, the psyop that you have to have a home. It's not a house or a building. It's a home. It's the biggest investment of your life. Well, is it the biggest investment of your life? Well, yeah, you could double your money. Yeah, they devalue the dollar by half. So no wonder my home has gone up twice in value. You know, if you inflation adjusted the average home price in Toronto in 1970 to today, it's gone up $0. Adjusted for inflation. That is how much the dollar has been devalued. But people look at it as, I bought my house for 6 blueberries. It's now worth $6 million. No, they just printed your value out of existence. That is why. They want you to become a consumer. Because if they sell you on a home and an asset, they just, what was 30 million people, now they say it's 40 million. I'm guessing closer to 50 or 60 million people. They have now turned potentially 60 million consumers and home buyers in the future as guaranteed points of sale for the government, for taxes, and for the mortgage industry, and also the real estate industry as well, for the real estate agents. It is not an asset if it doesn't produce cash flows, right? If you don't own an asset, you cannot own an asset if it does not produce cash flows in some way, shape, or form. So owning a house where it appreciates, it's my retirement fund. Well, dog, the house is not putting food on the table, right? The house is not going to literally give you a roast chicken dinner tonight with mashed potatoes, gravy, and a nice side of roasted root veg, carrot and parsnip. Not going to happen. You got to liquidate the goddamn thing. But how long does it take to liquidate it? You couldn't flip a home like that in 24 hours. It takes weeks, sometimes even months, especially with the market tanking the way that it's been. So the only way your home could be an asset is if you had a tenant or tenants paying rent that are supplementing your income. So you're not just paying the mortgage every month, plus the repairs, plus the property tax, etc., etc. What, Trav? My wife said that she doesn't want to have a tenant because we don't want to have a roommate. Well, dog, you guys don't bang. You are already a roommate in your own home. What's another roommate going to hurt? At least you get some cash flows out of it. I know she'll end up taking half in a couple of years. Grow a pair. You know what's interesting? A lot of the traditional conservative feminist men and the conservative feminists will say, I love my wife, right? I like to make fun of on the show. I love my wife. I got to talk to my wife, right? When Matt Jenner crossed the floor, first thing he said was, I talked to my wife. Honey, can I work for Mark Carney? Sure. Just put your balls back in my purse when you're done, right? Got to talk to my wife. I love my wife. I would never talk to her that way. You know what? You know what would really show your wife how much you love her? If you had optionality as a man and you still picked her. I love my wife. I would never do anything to be disloyal to her. I would never cheat on my wife. You couldn't cheat on your wife if you tried. You have no options. You are she is the only option that you have. And she's not even an option at that point. If you have optionality and then you were to say, okay, I am still picking my wife. Okay, you are correct. You are correct. You do love your wife.